How you doing, folks? Welcome back to V&M Podcast, episode 13.
Speaking on the mic again.
As you can see, we're here in Alt Bar Killea. The lads have kindly put us up for the night. Not that we're staying, but we're put up anyway. As you can see, we have a very special guest, Mr. David James.
Good to be here. First time to ever do a podcast.
That's it!
No better place to do it than at my local as well.
Oh, fucking right, hey. And them pints of Guinness are like
They're fantastic, yeah.
Pam Anderson's birthday cake. They're creamy.
Hey, your first ever podcast?
First ever podcast. It is, yeah, probably my last as well.
Probably our last too.
PG. Funny gather mode tonight.
David James, radio presenter, country singer, performer. I've them all wrote down in front of me with question marks.
I noticed that you wrote down radio presenter question mark and then country singer.
You're not supposed to talk like that. Signs there, right? That's saying nothing. Tell me this. What do you like?
Are you ready, presenter?
What do you like being called?
Just David's good.
David.
Yeah.
Two first names, how to be.
I have two first names. It's I used to play in nets for Arsenal. You might remember me.
The David James. After getting that there, what do you seriously play for?
Arsenal playing to the bastards.
Hey?
They're going to win the league. I'm telling you.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you an Arsenal fan?
No, I'm not. No, I'm a Liverpool fan. But I watched.
Yes.
Watch that documentary there.
Alright, cut that.
The All or Nothing Arsenal. That's very good.
That's a good show.
They're going to win the league.
You think?
If it's not this year,
Just
it's in the
because
next couple of years.
I'm a Liverpool man. I see that's where I am chatting to a fellow Liverpool man. You fucking disease.
I'll just brighten up your day here.
Liverpool's going to be taking over the guitar club this week.
Seen that? Yeah.
More than welcome, anyway.
Need something. Need the Alt Bar to take them over. To be honest, pump a bit of money into them.
Pump
They pump a lot of money into the likes of the new pool table here and stuff. So surely they pump a few pound into Liverpool.
Great spot, to be honest, isn't it?
It is, you know.
Lovely,
And
hey.
see, in fairness, Connor and Chris, since they've taken it over, like this pub has been such a great asset to the local village, and they got the first ever festival up and going here. And actually, to get it up and running is one thing, but to make it so successful is another thing. And it was my first gig back after lockdown. Was here, my home village out there, and was sold out. It was class. So the two lads there, they've done great work, and now they've got the pool table in here. And I'm telling you, Clay is moving up. We've got pool table, we've got mats, we've got the chapel there, and we've got the football pitch. We've got everything you need for a quiet country life.
Nobody be going to Derry anymore.
No, they don't. They don't.
Hey, nothing beats a cup of tea with a fireball.
I'm telling you, black currant for me.
There's 14 grand a week in cold. That's only three bags.
Look at the cup they give it to you. Right that there. Mark.
Tip your barman if it's, I can't spell that funny, I can't say
Yeah,
it.
he's just last cat.
If it weren't for use, you would still be sober and she would be still ugly. That's a good one, right?
Good man. Bring us up your day book there. Do we give you a good comment?
Well, Jesus, fuck your word of the day, barman. No, but all joking aside, what I like, David James, radio presenter.
Well, first and foremost, singer, and then the presenting came sort of after that. Sort of as like a consequence of being out on the road and singing. So the two sort of merge very well together. Present on the radio during the day and do podcasts at night.
You're flat on that day.
Podcast.
Aye, really busy.
Every night and sing for us.
Hey, you're flat though.
Aye, we are really busy. Since we came back there after lockdown, we had a really busy period, and Christmas there was nuts. I was really happy to see the 1st of January just to get 2 weeks off. So back out now on the 20th of January, and then that's us busy again for the year. And we've got lots of really good things coming up this year too. So
Plenty of corn.
But you know yourself.
Well,
hey, you had a tough time with lockdown, like, so you used to serve everybody.
Aye, for sure. But listen, it's great to be back out now and to be so busy again. You know, sort of before the lockdown, you might have been saying, "Oh, I have to go to Kildare tonight," but now it's sort of you're buzzing to get going, and the music brings so many good opportunities as well. Like, you know, for example, this year I'll get to do a cruise to Alaska for a week. So it's like a cruise of Irish stars sort of thing.
Singing.
And you know what I love about it is like
What does the cover, you know?
you get to do things like that there where you're away on a cruise in the middle of Alaska for a week, and then you get to do a gig here in your backyard. It's such a variety of things, which it keeps it interesting, you know, because it's not like a residency or anything.
You see a lot of different places, like
a lot of different places, meet a lot of different people.
It was funny. Vinny's a courier driver there. He used to see Craig McQuinn and Lurgy Brack. And
Vinny delivered a package to me one day, and he had it all opened and everything. It was a Liverpool top, and he had it.
Had a big fuck mark on up there, rats. No, we can ask everybody that's on about COVID. Like, we just want to chat a wee bit about it. Like, like you're saying there, it sounded like it opened your eyes a bit more to your gigs and your
For sure,
work
for
and your.
sure. But then, like, it brought me a few opportunities too that I wouldn't have got, only for COVID. Like, I got the chance to record the duet with the man himself, Daniel O'Donnell.
Aye.
That probably wouldn't have happened only for COVID, because we were supposed to do a gig together before COVID was cancelled, and we were going to do a duet at that. So then that came off the back of that. So
Oh well, sure. That's what I mean. Now we were like everybody, like we kind of asked, like COVID's kind of like an eye opener. Like it's not even anything, just not performing or singing.
no,
Just,
for sure.
you appreciate
The
things a lot
smaller
more,
things in
like,
life, aye.
Change of life, so it is for everybody. It was,
But you're a Clay Manny. You're from here.
I'm from
This is
Clay,
your
born
start, eh?
and bred in Clay. I just over the road there in Lower Kildrum. I've lived there my whole life. I absolutely love Clay.
Do you know Clay?
I'm
I kind of got that.
I'm
Has
not
everyone else
ashamed.
ever said that?
Not ashamed to say it. I love
Hey.
Clay.
Has everyone else ever said that?
The chances of
Clay.
me ever moving away from Clay permanently are slim to very
So you're going to build a house here? Is that
Aye.
what you're saying?
likely. Yeah,
But does everybody know everybody, or does everybody know when he fired up? You know what kind of way?
near enough.
You
Aye,
fired us, would you?
near enough.
No, when
You know-
someone fired, you know.
Oh, that's Johnny's there.
No, that's your breath. That's your breath.
you know your neighbours like yeah. Well, I know mine anyway because they're my aunties and uncles. So
It's not related to it, I would say.
Not like Godor, everybody shares the one washing line for 500 miles. No, I used to live down there, huh?
Oh, and take us back to when how did you obviously start? What did you just start singing when you were 3 and people were like, "Wow!"
well, I
Actually,
actually,
everyone does like, "Oh, my uncle should be singing that." They're like, "Oh, he's going to be a singer."
I was actually kind of roped into it because we were doing the school was doing a show and they were kind of short in numbers.
Oh, really? You pulled on.
I got drafted.
That's how Murray football when you're short. You know,
The Saturday play at Christmas, I was the star.
all right.
3 hours down in one spot. Thought you were lethal.
In fairness, you were very good. No, so just started into it through that there into the show, and then it's quite cliche. The country music was always in our house, but I suppose in every house in Donegal, like Highland Radio's in every single house in Donegal, whether you like it or not.
Sure.
And so I just subconsciously built up a liking for it, and then me and my brother went to the country fest in Letterkenny, and I started singing. Then I got a set of speakers from Santa Claus. Well,
Yes.
legend. Whenever
Big shout out to the big man.
yeah, thanks Santa.
He's on next week, actually.
Whenever I was 15, and hit the road. Then from then on, singing in absolutely any bar that would let me. I literally
You're confident then? Yeah.
I wasn't back then. No, I piled all the gear into the back of my dad's Jeep. Absolutely wrecked his Jeep from hawking gear, and I liked it for about 5 or 6 years, just round to the pubs and
Your dad here, is it?
that's him.
Should salute the dad there.
Great Literally, I would say, whenever I was starting, I would say maybe 8 out of 10 nights were absolutely terrible. Like crowd wise, I mean, absolutely nobody there. There's one night in particular, I'll never ever forget it. It was I'll not say the name of the pub.
Say it.
It was
Just don't say
it was
it
here in Donegal.
It was Alt Bar.
I was in a small bar called the Alt Bar. I was in a bar in Donegal, and literally brought the stuff in, and sort of excited to get singing again. And there was, I mean, nobody there. There was one man there, just sitting at the bar drinking.
How do you
Drinking Guinness, and like one of them boys with the wee hats on their head, like them thermos hats that just sits above their ears. It was one of them boys, like a pair of welly boots on him and all, and that was the most soul destroying. But
I would say, yeah.
I learnt a lot that night as well.
It
was hard. It wasn't easy, and it does wild things to your confidence, especially whenever you're 15. But
how do you come up? How do you go again?
You know what happens? Like back then, anyway. As I say, you would have got 8 nights that were terrible, but you might have got that one night that was good to bring you back. It's a bit like golf, man. You would put your drive in the water there. You drop your third into the bunker, but then you had a great bunker shot just to bring you back.
That rarely happens to me, though, so I wouldn't really know. But
Jesus Christ! Move over here. The head's getting bigger.
He plays golf, but he's one of them boys. You probably wouldn't know Parker. Actually, he's a crook.
You're asking the question. What do you play off? I play off a tee.
That's how you know he doesn't play golf.
Yeah. I do play golf.
He plays off 45 handicap, but he had the ball 900 yards.
I had a back 4 and the back 9. That makes sense, no?
Yeah. Look, hey, that board there, I've wrote down worst and best gig, and you just jumped to the worst one there. Was that your worst ever gig?
No. So that was one of the worst ever experiences. But then another time, I I completely lost my voice, and this was sort of when things were starting to kick off, and we were playing in Sligo around the time that maybe Donegal Doll came out, and there was a bit of buzz going around the thing.
Donegal what, sir?
One of my first ever massive hits.
Oh, right.
You know it. You were singing it earlier.
I didn't know what you said.
Alright, can you play that there in the background actually? David said, "Do you play that there in the background?"
So things were just starting to kick off, and I think it was Easter Sunday night, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Easter Sunday, wasn't it? Got up onto the stage, the place was waged, opened my mouth, and nothing would come out.
Always.
Oh my God. I'd sang about 3 songs and literally had to come off the stage and wanted the ground to just open up and swallow me up, and I wanted never to see anybody again.
Jeez.
Oh, it was terrible. It was definitely the worst gig experience I've ever had in my life.
What did you have to do? Just say, "Oh, here, look, folks."
I just had to say, well, I couldn't say anything because I could hardly speak.
How-
I just sort of had to say, listen, I'm really sorry that my throat has just completely given up and I can't go
Were
on.
they all
with the
booing
show."
and fire things at you? I think were they understandable. Like,
Thank God their Sligo folks aren't too bad.
I know.
Get a bag of lockets.
If it happened up here, you could have a chair. Or something.
I know.
Huh?
No,
Like the Tigers,
that was awful.
A gig up Metal Bank.
So that was that.
Well, that's what I always say to people. You know, like people performers we want me ask worst and best gig or whatever. But
Mm.
when we used to do the dancing, we done a gig in Courage Electrical one day.
Hey.
I tell you, I'll say about what I did. It was the 3 staff members and Michael Murphy.
Mm.
And as you say in there, you could this ground just swallow you up. It was
Oh.
not the worst experience, but the worst day of my life.
Aye, just
Like, I walked out of there and I felt like
feeling awkward and
Aye.
like you don't know what they say.
I know. And you were on some big stages too, because whenever you were today, you Britain's Got Talent.
Aye, we done a few out there, but like, but as I say to him, right, he always does this here, but
I'm only joking there, shaking our pint, will you? Not I am.
I'm only joking. No, I'm proud of you, Vinny.
Nah, but that's what I mean though. See the way I was saying to you, how do you go from such a high? Like we went like the next night then I went to like Cookstown, Sense Cookstown nightclub, place rammed and I was fucking class again.
Aye, that's it. That's
Oh.
it. You just learn to take the good with the bad, I suppose. Take it on the chin, and
So it's all a
You know,
part of it, I think.
a lot of the time, whenever you're in like an industry like this here, it's all about the people that are around you. Whenever say whenever the chips are,
Oh, 100%.
you might be feeling terrible, and
Ah,
or you might have had 3 or 4 bad nights in a row that there was nobody at, and it takes maybe your family to sort of say to you, well,
oh,
be all right or whatever.
Good people,
Come here, see when you were going on the radio, do you still feel what kind of nerve is the same nerves as when you're singing?
No, it's a completely different kettle of fish. The first ever day that I was doing the radio, I remember like they gave me the call and says, right, you're going to be on here now on Monday. So right, geez, what am I going to do? So I stood in front of my mirror in my room, like practicing, opening like, good afternoon, this is David James. Good afternoon, this is David James. Good afternoon, this is David James. Trying to get it right. And I did that about 1,000 times. And then I was going up the road and I was doing it again. And I was sitting in and the first song was playing. I was sitting like this here. And you know Oisín Kelly, who does the sport for Highland?
Highland.
He was in changing a mic or something. He was sort of looking at me. Is this boy about to take an epileptic fit? What's going on? But now it's just like second nature. It's like you just go on and you just chat away. Like I'm chatting to you just now. And I don't really think too much about it anymore, but I do really enjoy it. But that first day, I mean, I was like out there. And you listen back to the link now, you can
The first show?
Oh my God.
First show.
You just think to yourself,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God. Yeah.
Same as us in the first podcast, mate.
Mm.
I'm funny and I love Willy Bones.
what do you think? What do you think? It's not as much as we're interviewing you, but like kind of on that side of the fence, kind of.
Yeah, it's different. I don't mind it, because
You're well spoken anyway, so it's not like.
well, I'd chat away.
It's different. I mean, you just spot that over everybody. It's different.
Chat away to the cows come home. It's a different sort of thing because suppose now I'm used to being on the presenting side of the mic and being in control of things. But it's I just chat
If
away.
you any tips for Artie, because he struggles with that.
Never ever rub
No,
myself.
it's grand. It's just sitting
Never
in
eat
front of the
yellow.
camera scene. You have to read a script.
Yeah, well, you see, I'm lucky. I don't have any
Scripts or anything.
scripts in Highlands.
Because it just gets to you and you're thinking, I forgot that word.
Aye.
That's it. Well, we do that there. Just we have a head in there. Just
That's what I would do.
It's
as
just
well.
to keep us.
Keep it
Rally
right,
us.
'cause
Yeah.
Funny just drifts off and goes back. Hey, Jeffrey Dahmer, do you remember him? We chatted about it 14 times.
Hey,
Podcast,
just
right?
when we're on the worst and best gig gear. What tells your best gig gear so we can move on? Sure, because you jumped down my list there.
The best gig? Ah, God, there's been a few. Hey, there's been a few that have been.
That best one that stands out, like the one that.
One that stands out now. You see, I've had so many different types of gigs, right? Where one like I would have been playing in Cowboys and Heroes in like a big a big sort of arena,
Aye,
indoor
big
arena
massive
with
crowd, like.
maybe 5,000 people.
Aye.
So that would have been unbelievable. But then you have other sort of experiences that would be equally as good that just mightn't be in the same sort of scale. Like I would have been on a cruise, performing with the Irish tenors, and I sang for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And so different types of experiences. But I've had a lot of great gigs now in the last few years, and plenty lined up for this year as well. K-Fest, that's coming up this summer.
Where's that at?
That happens to be in Clay.
Make it a shout out in Harry's book, is it?
Did you watch the documentary?
No, not
Did you
just
not?
yet.
Hey, I don't know anything about them, hey, but I think he sounds, sir.
It was sound to me anyway.
He sounded
He
well,
does,
like,
he
and
does.
he sounded well.
See, at the time I was watching, Suits, and
Aye.
I absolutely loved her and Suits.
Aye,
The
sure,
two of them were standing talking away, and I sort of just
I don't
Sorry.
know.
How are you
First time.
doing?
Hello,
If you make a doggy, can't go
Aye.
for that.
She asked you questions.
Like
I like McDonald's there on Saturdays.
No, the she is lethal looking over the pair. Like. But that's a very good documentary. You should watch it.
Well, she obviously likes redheads because she's gonna Prince Harry or whatever.
Right,
So
but-
I did say to her that day, I says, "Listen, if it ever doesn't work out, just give
Slip
me a
on,
call."
slip under your DMs.
So far, no call. I think she must have changed her number or something. But
He's probably done that. About 3 networks there.
Why country? I know you were saying there's probably never.
Aye, it's been in our house, and then
It's not every house.
it is surely, and then one of the main reasons is my brother took me to that country fest in Letterkenny. He's a few years older than me, and he was always sort of into it. And
Mm-hmm.
just that day, he'd seen the buzz and seen the other singers, and then I just started to do a bit of country singing myself. Always went to the Clonmany Festival whenever we were
Right.
young, and
Like,
now these years later, like I play at it every year. Well,
how's that feel?
brilliant! Like it's unreal. It's one of those sort of, if your younger self could see, sort of thing,
But like, do you picture yourself standing looking up at?
Aye, like
You know.
if I see like a wee sort of young fella, maybe 8 or 9 or 10, maybe on his dad's shoulders
Aye.
watching it, I think he's that used to
Aye,
it. Not that I was on my daddy's shoulders when I was 10.
That's right.
I was about 12
But
stone.
see, country, this last cup, that's got absolutely massive, isn't it?
It
It
has.
always was, wasn't it?
It always had its core there, but then I suppose younger people coming into the industry as well, even more so on the folk side of things, the likes of the Tumbling Paddies there at the minute, and Nathan Carter and Derek Ryan, and then even down to the younger ones then, like myself, who've been coming through, and we always bring some more young ones with us as well.
Oh, man.
And you always have that core crowd that are always going to be there no matter what, and
Aye.
they're probably some of the most loyal fans in the world. Like, I mean, even just bringing it back to K-Fest here, for example, there was ones that came up, from Cavan to see us, and I had my trip to Galway there in October for 3 nights, and we had ones that flew over from England and Scotland just to come and see us for 3 nights. So
There always was a big following, though, wasn't it?
Mm.
Like there's
was for sure.
the fans are really dedicated. Like
They are surely. Like you go back to the likes of the Joe Dolan days and all them boys. Like there was maybe 2,000 people.
And another side of it too, women mad about the country and western singing.
I was just about to say that.
True,
Right?
though.
And that's true. I was just about to say I have a story there. One of my mates. Not that I always like country music, but I always like Garth Brooks,
Aye,
and
yeah.
Randy Travis, all these here, that kind of crack. But my uncle actually, Hugo McLaughlin, off a come country as well. We used to go and watch him band or whatever. But my cousin says to me one day, "We'll go to Josie's bar." This was years ago, like,
Aye.
and who was in there? Derek Ryan was it, I think.
Aye.
I'm fucking not going to fucking Josie country music, but I went,
Yeah.
and the place was
Hopping
rammed.
I used to go there every Friday from I was like maybe 13.
It was a Friday night too.
Friday
The
night.
place was rammed. It was the best night I've had out in a long time.
Uh,
All they do is dance all night long.
That's what it's all about. That's the name of the game in the country sort of thing.
Aye.
Keep the dance floor
But
pumping.
Mark says to
Fucking
me,
jiving.
if you can't jive, stay at the house.
Aye, he's dead right. But like, there's
But
people.
what if you can't?
There's people
Stay at
here.
the house.
There's a girl that I know who had a very successful teaching job, full-time teaching, and she was able to give it up and support herself financially by opening up a jiving school and teaching adults and kids.
Oh, I'd well believe it.
Unbelievable, like,
Really?
yeah, that's how much.
That's massive.
Yeah, and there's jiving classes all over the country.
When we were teaching dancing years back, someone actually contacted us about learning how to jive.
Oh, sorry.
Learning how to jive. They actually asked us to learn to jive to teach it. It was that big.
Yeah,
But
I'd
just
love
break
to
it
be able
through.
to jive them.
the demand there is unbelievable. Like, there's people here in Donegal who would have jiving classes, and there'd be maybe about 100, 120 people at them.
Look, where
every
did
week.
go?
He do.
See his father?
Paul.
Paul.
He's a brilliant Jay. Boy.
Jeez, mate, go. When I get this man bun I'm growing, I will give her fucking Dixie.
Hey, you were just saying there, but what gigs have you coming up with, did you say?
So we
probably
are.
had many fucking gigs.
We're in the Clanry now this weekend with Nathan Carter, and then we're in Scotland. Then next weekend, then for a weekend in Inverness. Then the following week we have got Michael Murphy's retirement GA dinner dance.
Oh, wait, fun.
Glen Swilliers are throwing for him, and then we're in Westport, and listen, we're literally all over the country, and then we have a few gigs in England coming up, and then we do a lot of them Spain and Portugal trips, so I'll nip out there for a few days and do a couple of days singing. So say Nathan Carter will have a week in the sun, Jimmy Buckley will have one, Declan Ernie, and go out and do a few days in those, and then we've got the cruise coming up, so lots coming up, and a load of great festivals this summer too.
And David, there's only wonder your throat's sore.
No, I won't.
Huh?
Oh.
Gee.
I was going to ask you this thing tonight, but you don't even.
And do you have a partner?
Just me da.
Just so that.
Me da.
I just thought that question because you'd never answer. Hey?
No, what was I going to say there actually? The cruise, would you recommend the cruise?
Definitely would. They're unbelievable. They're like nothing that you've ever seen before. This will be my fourth one now. So I've done 3 in the Caribbean. The Caribbean is unbelievable.
See, she's looking to go to Africa for her honeymoon, but I want to go on a cruise.
She has to be going on 2 separate honeymoons anyway.
Why? Marty's going to the same honeymoon.
But there was this place there this year that the island was owned by the ship company, and it was a man-made island in the Bahamas, and it was the most unbelievable thing I think I've ever seen.
Where do you go to holidays last month?
I go to Canada there.
We used to go to
Bite your feet.
Ackle whenever we were younger.
Ackle's some spot there, reckon I wouldn't have the luxury to go to that.
That's where I got my first Magnum. That's where I got it.
Remember Football Special? And a
Like
glass
this.
bottle?
That's what?
Huh?
Not a bottle, that's just.
Oh, fuck. Excuse me language.
Highland Radio. Let's chat about Highland Radio.
What?
When are we getting out?
I was sent to say to you that stop ringing us. We will ring you. We do have your number.
That's Marty. Stop ringing them.
Stop putting on women's voices asking when the V&M podcast is coming out. That's just that. Don't shoot the messenger.
Fire, cut all that out. Cut that out.
He's just ruined us. Who weren't?
No, Highland Radio. I want to chat about Highland Radio.
Alright, chat away.
You spoke there or whatever. How did you get?
Aye.
Did you get the whole? Oh, you have a face radio when you stood up, like you know.
I get that every single day.
Aye, right. Does it get sickening? Like
not at all. I don't mind.
Marty actually has a face for radio, don't you, Martin?
It's better than like a painter's radio. You
It's just one of those things. Like
you're always going to get it, aren't you?
It's a great world to work in, and 99 out of 100 people will say maybe nice things to you. Oh, we enjoy the show, and you will always get that one person.
But tell me this: did you think that you were going to be a radio presenter?
Not at all. I never.
No way thought at all.
I had no desire to be a radio presenter in my life. I just happened to be doing an interview with Highland one day, and the girl who produces my show now sort of says to me that she liked my voice and they were on the lookout for some new presenters and would be interested. I did them up a demo then. I can't remember now where I did the demo. I did the demo in Ballabafay with a guy called Terry McGinty, who's wild good to me whenever I was starting out as well.
What do you mean demo?
So I went up and I pretended like that I was on the radio.
Oh, hey. How awkward was that?
Oh, it was hard, hey.
Sounds awkward,
sent it into them and thought I'd never hear any more of it. But no, they rang me and took me in, trained me up, and haven't got rid of me since.
Your doll that seen you?
Yeah.
She must have a real life for it.
She does, yeah, she's been up there since.
Do you have her number? Sorry. Matt Guinness. Well,
show on Saturday night, you talked with reading station closure, we're on it.
PG though.
What do you mean PG? You can't be PG.
I can, Vinny.
Tell you a wee story about Donegal, Daddy.
No, it's okay.
I'll tell you a wee story about Michael one night time. We're down, we're broadcasting Burger Jacks. And the radio, the camera or the mics and all wasn't even on, and he asked him what he suck his fingers.
Oh, yeah.
And poor Michael's face.
I was just nervous, David.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Burgers do make some people nervous and fairness.
Surely.
I didn't know what role they looked at. I asked him, poor Michael sat there in 3 different colours of yellow.
I'm not answering any more questions.
He said, I don't comment.
I was only messing him, I just have a bit of crack.
The Jive Times, that's your show?
Jive Times, my show, Monday to Friday. 2 to 5.
I listen to you all the time.
2 to 5.
I listen to the band all the time.
In between parcels, really.
Aye.
Good man.
All the parcels I've been delivered.
Come here, what's the story with the golf? No golf? Sure, you can't get out. Snowing.
I haven't golfed in probably 3 months.
You're so lucky as well. This man here won like about 3 grand's worth of golf equipment. Off.
I probably won more than 3 grand, to be honest.
Aye.
I had no like David there out in the driving range. He runs these wee raffles, but I always enter them like, and I must have won about 5 of them like.
You've
I just went full bag,
Yeah,
full
mate.
everything.
you've won a heap of stuff.
Top range stuff, but no, I haven't been out now in about 3 months. Fucking.
Did you ever get that holiday to Portugal sorted that you won? No.
No, took cash there.
Oh, did you?
Surely, yeah.
They asked me either or like.
Yeah.
But the only reason was because I had a stag party and we were golfing in Portugal like the week before I won it or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, sure, fuck. But
Heineken 0-0, dear.
oh, no, it's mocktails out there.
It's mocktail.
Some holiday, isn't it?
I really enjoyed it. The only thing was we went in like August.
You touched the mic, Park.
Park, he touched the mic shit.
You touched the mic.
What
Aye,
about
Park.
well, we went in the middle of August and it was like
Who
playing
are?
golf in the middle of that fire there.
Aye, no.
It was disgusting.
No.
It kind of put me off it a wee bit.
Aye.
But I would like to do that for my stag.
That's no bother. Sure, let me know.
Aye. Give me a shout there. What time are you on radio again? Half
I'm
nine
not
in the
even
morning?
about it.
Half 2 to 5.
Hey, what about you playing tonight?
No, not of late. But you know what I did play in last year, and this was a class experience. Hey, was the Legends celebrity pro-am thing. An unbelievable day.
Some experience.
Class. Like,
All the top up dogs were at that.
you're treated like some sort of, I don't know, king or something. Aye.
McGinley was around that tonight.
Aye, McGinley ran it. So I was out with Keith Duffy.
Hey,
I dead sound. We had a great day's cracking. As you know, he plays off. I think he plays off 10, but he plays a big slice like you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but he plays to it all the time.
He's 10 o'clock, is it?
But no, he is
He
good.
got a weird bush of spill table.
It's just tell me about golf.
Dead sound, but not everybody was there. Brendan O'Carroll was there. There was a heap, Packy Bonner and Keith Duffy and Brian McFadden and David James. And
Daniel's all there, right?
Daniel was there too. Daniel loves playing golf.
See if I get her to one. I got her. Said he won. He won one.
He's off maybe
Child,
mid-20s.
Was he?
Aye, 25, 26.
He's like you, and he plays.
Who was your favourite singers and maybe you looked up with when you were younger?
Jeez, see, that's a wild hard question because again, I'm one of these wild weird people where it's such a variety of stuff. Like, love Frank Sinatra, right? But then love Michael Bublé. But then love Michael Bublé. Love Alan Jackson. Love Randy Travis. Love George Strait. So it's so many. But then I love some like Irish singers as well, like Brendan Shine. Like, imagine listening to New York, and then you want your lobby washed down. Like, that's just literally the way it is.
Well, brilliant. We're going to run a wee ad here. Just want to say thanks to the lads here at Alt Bar Killea for putting us up. Class setting here, look at the fire and everything.
Guinness are absolutely unbelievable.
That's fire. 12 Guinness.
I'm going to stay here for the night, folks. David's going to throw me up around in the morning. He's going up to Highland Radio.
No bother at all.
But, we'll be back in a couple of wee minutes with David. We get another cup of tea, run the Alt Bar. Good lad. All right, good luck.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to the V&M podcast, folks. Episode 13. David, can I ask you a question?
Cut.
Can I ask you a question, David?
Aye.
Hey, hold on, man.
It's okay.
All right.
See, the way you're always busy now, what's your best thing to chill? What do you watch and how do you...
He does this to everyone I'm on, actually, because he always does it.
What is the
That's
question?
What's your favourite takeaway?
That man's flat out.
What's your favourite Gordy Munchies?
I see. I love being flat out, and then see whenever I get home, then and maybe I do have a couple of days off. I hate sitting about. Like, I'd rather go and play golf, and then I'd rather go for a few pints with the boys, or I just love being busy. But then I do like Netflix and stuff as well. Like a couple of good, and I'm partial to a good old series. Not really a film man, but love a good.
I'm watching Shooter at the minute. Do you ever see that?
That's a class show.
Not the film, the program. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
we're just finished.
What about Tulsa King?
Never seen that, and I definitely haven't seen Emily in Paris. I definitely have not watched the full thing of Emily in Paris. So don't even suggest that I have.
Tulsa King's very good. Sylvester Stallone's in it.
What other ones there?
Off on it.
I'm not. What was the other ones there we were watching?
There's so many good ones.
There's
Yeah,
so many
Sons,
good ones.
Sons of
one.
I've heard that's
Yeah,
class.
very
It's like a
Absolutely
cowboy one or something,
brilliant.
isn't it?
That's
Sons of Anarchy is one of my favourite.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Mel Gibson.
Game of Thrones and all that. What's all that?
No, I never watched. I don't like that old sci-fi crack there.
Breaking Bad.
Aye, it's a
Right,
class show. It's a class.
Excuse me. Don't come on the.
Can I get a chicken? Can I get a chicken burger with lettuce, mayonnaise only?
Can I have a welded sandwich, please?
Welcome back, folks. Actually, here to part 2. Thanks to David for staying with us for an hour wee while.
Haven't much choice with the snow outside. I've been away long ago.
All joking aside, there's about 10 foot of snow out front. 10 foot to me, you know.
It's really not good out there.
Thanks to Chris and all the lads for taking us down here. It's fucking lovely, isn't it? What a
It is.
lovely
It is a
bar.
great bar, and honestly, on a serious note, if you do get the chance to check out K-Fest whenever it's announced this year, it's always at the end of August. It beats class. The lads put in a
Where does that be?
Here,
K for
it beats,
Killea,
so it beats out the front there.
What's you dopey hair? I mean, like, where you have what that?
It beats out the front there, but they have like a big sort of like teepee sort of thing, so it's all closed in and
Okay.
proper staging, and they always have really good acts. And like last year, the place was buzzing. Like I was normally, if I'm playing at something, I never be at any of the other nights of it, but here it was a wee bit different.
That's the call going on there, folks.
I'm a classy filthy club.
That's Marty's belly rumbling. Is that hungry?
Stage.
So I normally
Might as well stay on a live show in the cave first.
We might MC it, maybe.
think the lineup's done. But no, as I say, like even like normally if I'm playing, say at a festival or something, and it's a 2 or 3 day thing, I'll not be near it. But on the days that I'm not on, but the K-Fest is a wee bit different. I suppose it's your local festival as well, but
Local.
it is ran very well. And you know, as I was saying, it was class to come back first gig after lockdown and to have it here locally.
Okay, that is a nice home, kind of like a home.
And then
corner,
it was mad though because I was here and I think I might have finished out there at 12 o'clock and had to leave at 4 o'clock again to go to and do Ireland AM in Dublin. So
Pretty non-stop.
that was class though. It was
You
class.
sleep at night, tell me right now.
See if I finish a gig and I come home, it takes me a good hour just
You've been out the paddle, I got there.
thinking. And
Was it good? Was it
do you know?
bad?
Do you know what I hate? You know, if I'm lying there and I'm just about to fall asleep, and then I get a notion of something, or I start thinking about an idea, or start thinking about a gig that I've coming up, and that's me then for 2 or 3 hours.
I hate that.
See, tossing and turning, boys. That's the worst kind of
Fucking
fucking.
hate it, sir.
Jeez, I hate it, sir.
It's not good. No.
That's the worst thing ever.
See when I fall asleep, then the wee boy gets up, I'm like, you fucking cunt. Man,
When Vinny gets up,
gets up. Big shout out to Matt there over in Matt's for Bike Date there. Salt and Vinegar was lovely, Matt. Good man.
It closed when we landed. I think he did it in badness.
Good man, Matt.
What else? You playing other sports rather than golf?
play a wee bit of Gaelic guy for
Eh?
Newton, Mon Newton. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I only kind of really got back into it there last season. Started playing. I didn't have a bad year now. Just probably wasn't match fit enough, but I still had a good year. Like, so
You knock any over?
Where do you play? What position? You look like a left winger.
I was playing between left half forward and corner forward.
I don't know you're left footer. Huh?
No, right footer.
Are you?
Right footer.
Jeez, I hate
It'd be quick,
Liverpool.
quick, doesn't it?
I didn't have a bad tally for the season. But
Did you ever notice that part?
the what?
They all smell the same.
Oh,
I'd say you'd be quick enough, David. You look
I
quick.
would have been back in the day, just not as good as I
Vinny,
once
quick
was.
to the fucking takeaways.
Hey, what would be your go-to takeaway? Marty, I was asked that. What's your favourite takeaway?
Not to be a broken record or anything, but I'm going to advocate for Clay again. Has to be Matt's. Like they
Aye.
they,
I want to know
I'm telling
it.
you now, they have the best,
That's a good friend of
the
mine.
best chicken box in Ireland.
Do they?
And that's factual. Like it's in the Guinness Book.
Well,
of
we go
Records.
see if it's open, Vinny.
If it was open, aye. If it was open, I'd order a chicken box.
Chicken tender box.
Aye.
10 out of 10 every time.
Me starving now too.
He must be looking at the California news, Matt.
They closed because of snow. They
Hey?
closed because of snow. Oh, hey.
She says it wasn't giving away next.
You send that to Matt and tell him come down with like a sausage rolls. Right?
So Matt Steiner would be your.
Matt's is a 10 out of 10 venue for breakfast and then
Wait a minute.
dinner as well. Aye, we're first class. I'm
Well,
telling
you didn't say
I'm telling
Chinese,
you now, I'm telling you now, if I didn't have to leave Clay to do a lot of gigs and go and do the radio, I would never leave. I would be self-sufficient, live off the land.
If you want to say Chinese, like, we'll just cut it out. Like.
I'm actually thinking the way he put up Clay here, I'm thinking about
Move it.
setting up a hotel here.
You wouldn't get in. You have to be guarded vetted to be play.
Now, fair play to you. You put your fucking balls out in the line for your hometown, and fair play to you. You know what? Everybody else would probably curse their hometown up and down like you later, Kenny. Like,
No, I'm grand.
Yeah,
To be fair.
are you?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Nah,
No, I love Clay.
fair play.
It's Clay's.
That was definitely. But
Like, all joking aside, just not because they've got us in here, but this is a lovely wee pub. Looking about the TVs too for war football
Exactly.
match on. Like,
They have done a great job in it now. If you would have seen this place maybe 4 or 5 years ago, you definitely wouldn't recognise it. This used to be half a house, half a pub, you know.
oh hey,
Aye, so the just behind this was the pub here. As
where?
there's the pub there.
that's nice, the woman.
Where is it now? Where's the photo?
You're lying.
The photo? No, I swear to God, it used to be half. So it used to be to there was the pub, and the rest was the house.
It's very, very nice, comfy wee pub. It's hey, was it?
I was yeah.
That
So,
was hell to get the boys on the podcast. But no, it's a lovely, comfy wee pub and it's cozy, man.
and
Nice,
it's
cozy.
doing really well as well, which is good to see.
The fire's a big thing, isn't it? In the pubs, because the pub.
Fire and pool table, sure. What more?
Fire and pool
Zero,
table.
zero bobbers.
And really did go downhill during the COVID and all that.
Zero bobbers.
See if you
I'm
roar
away,
when
sir.
I'm speaking again, sir. I'm gonna leave
I'm
you.
away.
I'm gonna bust your nose. Excuse me, sandwich.
We're asking all our guests to come on and what did they think of the World Cup?
I really it was a class World Cup this time, wasn't it?
But as I say, every other one, the fucking group stages would make your shake.
I know, but then you still had the odd upset in there, and I thought it was really good. I'd love to see them, in smaller teams doing.
Oh, I should.
Same as that.
Who went to the quarter final?
That's your
Korea, wasn't
McNamara.
it?
Tall Gunny United.
Like,
No, I was
Lagging. Ooh.
I enjoyed the knockout stages.
Morocco and right there. Yeah.
Morocco,
Actually,
Morocco.
I'd like to see them teams
Class.
do well. Like.
then to see Messi winning the World
Exactly.
Cup, he did deserve it in all fairness, and it was kind of like a
Final was unbelievable, wasn't it?
unreal.
Uh-huh.
Liverpool will bounce back too. I do.
Hopefully.
Alright, cut all right. Smell them Liverpool fans. You smell them? I hate Liverpool fans.
Well,
Huh?
you're sitting between two now, so
We're not particularly.
United's
What
back.
about the weekend, boys? Huh?
United's back.
Huh? What about the
United's
weekend?
back. United's back.
We are back. Rashford.
Is there still
Who
shit?
needs Messi? Show me Rashford.
Rashford's 3 good games. You think he's lethal? And then he's smarter about his club.
How should we
Each other and sort of like free sandwiches to the kids. And now he should have been a politician.
Hey, how did you do the weekend there?
We're big 3-0, and I know there's problems here at the minute.
Problems.
Yes,
Oh, sorry, Van Dijk.
Offside goals.
Who's your
36%.
favourite player ever? You're not allowed to say Van Dijk because that's what all Liverpool
My
fans say.
favourite player ever, not to be a broken record, but it would have to be Clay, native Matt Croft.
Barry
Grosser, Ryan
cut that out. Barry,
Ryan McDean.
cut that out. Cut that out. Sorry.
No, my favourite player would
I
be.
didn't quite left foot them too.
I did. No, on a serious note, my favourite player would be Clay, native Kevin McHugh.
McDean's good man too. I remember the house party with Matty one day and him.
Don't be saying it. Cut that out there, right, chap. What are you doing?
Cut that out, actually, to be fair.
Yeah.
In case the guard to get him.
Steven Gerrard, best.
Oh my god,
Unbelievable.
stop David.
Just
Oh
Get
my
me
heart.
out of here, champ.
My heart. Dave, he is my idol.
just
Like,
magic guy. You know, whenever the chips were down, you need a man to pull you out.
he is my idol.
He was the man.
Bar Evan
Sure.
Burke from Newton.
I am fairness, Emma.
Right.
The man.
Can you get your fucking Liverpool cock?
Steven Gerrard's a fucking legend. He's one of the best
Wow.
midfielders.
You asked.
I'm asking a serious question now,
Aye.
right? As it's a stupid question I'm going to ask you. Get your Liverpool cocks off for 2 seconds. And
You
answer
can cut
it,
that
right?
out. You're not allowed to use fucking cocks in this.
I'm used to very civilised interviews.
Sorry. Get your
This will be cut on radio. Don't worry about
not be cut.
it. Yours will be cut if you don't say
Lampard, Scholes, or Gerrard, and you're not allowed to say Gerrard.
Gerrard.
No, Gerrard.
Do you do what?
Who's the
Do what? Plaster your house or
Yeah.
just the best footballer?
best centre midfielder out of the field?
Best centre midfielder.
You sure
Has
are.
to, has to.
David say Gerrard, will you?
Is Roy Keane better than the three of them?
No, I don't think he is. You know, I think Paul Scholes was in a league of his own for a number of years. He was unreal. And imagine coming back from your retirement and buying yourself a pair of boots in JJB before the match
What a
and
headache.
going on and scoring.
Scholes.
Paul Scholes, he did that. He did
I
that.
think he's
So
He
it
had
is
no boots once.
Gerrard, Scholes, Lampard. That's your side, Liverpool fans.
No, I'm sure.
Fred. McFred.
Yeah.
But you have your Liverpool heads on for Gerrard, and then you sort of like, oh, Scoll's a good player because you think he's know a bit about football, so you just say I'm second, then Lampard's shite. Is that right?
Correct. Near enough.
Yeah. We'll leave it at that
No,
then.
Scholes,
So-
just the wee boy loves Jet fans. That's it. That's what he looks like. Anything else funny you've
I
done?
don't know, I'm just in bad form now. I shouldn't have spoken about Liverpool, sir.
You asked the question.
Hey, do you want to talk about the show you're up and coming on now there?
Oh, I Lord Cheer. Well, it airs tomorrow night, and sure, when's this out?
Oh, that's it.
This is Friday. Park, and you, well, sure, we're staying down here the next week. Maybe we'll be anything.
So tell us a bit of that actually. So you're like
So it's a show called Lord Cheer, and it's on TG Car, and it's basically like where they get singers from Ireland. So say, me and Mike Denver, and there's a couple others as well, and we mentor 2 up and coming singers each.
oh right.
So like I'm mentoring a guy called Jimmy Donnelly from Strabane and a fella from County Mayo called Sean Fahey, and basically you just mentor them throughout this competition, and you sing a duet with them, and then you give them some advice, and they go into the competition then, and the public vote for them then to see who's crowned winners. It's a good opportunity. It's nice to give something back, like to try and help other artists who are up and coming out.
Very
Like,
good.
Definitely.
So you like kind of Simon Cowell buzz.
something similar, alright.
You think you
Minus the plastic surgery and stuff.
the open
I'd
shirt,
see you
open
do
shirt
look
stuff.
tight at the minute.
Yeah. Hey, but that'll be good though. When's that on tomorrow night?
It's our episode's on tomorrow night.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. So it was a good show there 3 nights ago. But the competition then runs in for another few weeks. So Tuesday night's episode was just me on singing and introducing the contestants,
Right.
and then doing a duet with them, and then they go into the competition now. So
And TG Car, that's on.
TG Car. So you download the app called Glory Cheer on the App Store, and you have 5 free votes. So please give them to Jamie and Sean.
Vote for Jimmy and Sean
Lord Shearer.
Yeah.
for #1 president. So the likes of your social media now, you're flat on Instagram and all now, and your Facebook.
It's kind of one of those things you always have to be on. Like I'm not very good at it, as in I'm not wild good at like making reels and all this thing. But it's been New Year's resolution to get better and sort of keep doing that sort of thing. That's been New Year's resolution.
Your New Year's resolution was to ask Park to do all your content for you.
Aye, yes.
He's very good at it, to be fair. But she's the same as everybody. She's just posting like fucking, you get a nice burger, you know, that kind of shit like. But TikTok, you on TikTok?
Just started a TikTok, but I haven't really grew it yet.
It's fucking.
It's kind of taken over, isn't it? Like
That's huge. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Even for like.
But you don't believe in it.
Nah. Like, I hear people there, like people that's singers and stuff, are like, oh, if your song doesn't blow up on TikTok, we're not going to look at you, kind of stuff like that. You hear stories like that, like, that's.
well, there's like I would say on the opposite hand of that, it's a great platform to give you the chance to blow up your song, but
for trends and shit.
if it doesn't blow up on there, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a failure or anything. Like there's way more
That's
avenues
right.
to success,
Definitely.
But it definitely is one of the big ones at the minute. And in fairness, a lot of people have started to do well and have created, like your man that started the "Soon May the Welly Man Come," the sea shanty boy. He became like worldwide famous from TikTok.
Do you get paid for it though? That's the one.
I don't know.
You do. I went live one time.
What'd you get for it?
TikTok. I got like $3.
4 cans of toothpaste.
I got $3 or something. I did actually. I went live for the one. It was going like 20 minutes or something. Then I went down through the whatever interactions and shit like that there.
And what do people send you money or what?
It must have been TikTok or something. Whatever it was.
What'd you get?
It's like $3 or something.
What'd you do with your $3?
Still have it. In case of what it is.
One pair of Vans.
But no, I always tell people we're on about my I think it's fake. I don't think it's real.
TikTok.
Fuck
He
off, man.
sure he gets over 1 million views and he thinks they do that for doing this, and then he doesn't know if that's real or not, but he still keeps posting like.
Like, I think, right, I'm going to say it again, Park.
Do you have 1 million views on a TikTok?
Put my video up
What,
there.
was it 1 million views, Park?
Put my video up there, Park. I did a video, right? Just
Oh, yeah,
a
Park.
training video. Why do you get Matt's burgers here? But I did the sound videos, and I got like 1 million views overnight or something. I was like, no way does that get 1 million views overnight.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand
And
how
what
the
was it
numbers.
on?
It's just me dressed up as a woman banging doors and slamming fucking presses.
Alright.
Park, put up there.
Bang impresses.
And
Put it up there again, Park. Because you have it on your phone,
no,
definitely.
be serious for a minute. Will you?
Okay, sorry.
Right, hair transplants. I've had it up, right, and it was like 900,000, and then I woke up one morning and it was at 1.8 million. I was like, there's no way that many people watched that video.
No, they must have done.
But I'm thinking, TikTok says, give us bastard a pile of likes, a pile of follows. And what's he going to do? Post another video.
Well, this is it.
But listen, it worked. I posted another video. Do you know what I mean?
He's addicted.
So,
But to be fair, like a lot of people just sit there and spend time scrolling on their TikTok and they watch videos without even trying to watch them. They don't
but
go
that
look at
many
them, you know?
people, like I just don't, I don't know. I don't see it, but
Maybe there was ones in a factory making runners, as I
Yeah.
said before,
Fucking half
and then
a
they were done for their
dozen
lunch,
dollars.
and they all says, "Look at this boy here from Donegal, funny." So they all said, "Like him," and then the whole factory liked.
this interview went down home. We started chatting about Liverpool, but we'll wrap it up with that. David, thanks a million for coming on.
Thanks very much. Thanks
and
very much.
we
David,
appreciate
appreciate
you.
it, thank you.
Good to see you, lads. Fair play to yous.
Best luck with
And-
everything in the near future. And
We'll
all.
see you in the Highland Radio soon.
Aye, cheers. As I did say,
We
do
will.
have your number. Just
We'll stop right
we
now.
will ring.
Stop
Do you want me to sing a song before you go?
Or no, are you going to sing us, man, or will you sing us out?
Let me take you
Oh, yeah.
by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change.
You just want the radio present now. He wants to sing. What else do you just want to do that I do?
I don't want to sing, David. Definitely not.
Fair play to yous, lads. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for coming on.
Thanks, David. Hey,
Best luck in the future with all your stuff, and I'm sure we'll see you along the way.
give us a shout out on all your platforms and Highland Radio, please. Okay, well, thank you. Is that alright, funny?
What are you ragging me there, boys? Not sword.
Hello?
Hello. Welcome
Is
back.
it me you're looking for?
Hello. Welcome back to episode 13 of V&M Podcast, folks. We just want to say a massive thanks again to the Alt Bar for putting me and Martin up. There's that much snow outside. We have to stay here tonight. We got them to put like
I'm saying if I'm young fellas throwing all a snowball, I'm going to crucify their cervix.
That's no joke, that.
no joke.
Don't be wasting that Guinness.
Pick that up, sure.
Don't be wasting that Guinness.
It would right me
For
fucking-
fuck's sake, it'll be a fiver.
Right up my fucking nose, eh?
We are joined by Connor here, owner of the Alt Bar.
Boy, lads.
Thanks for coming on, sir.
Very well.
Alright, Connor. Thank you very much. Them Guinness are fucking absolutely.
That's your last one, by the way, sir.
You're right. I'm driving.
He's our driver. Bad enough to snow.
Hey?
No, thanks again, sir, for putting us up. Hey.
Well, that's
Fucking-
more
Well,
welcome.
that hurt there.
all joking aside, just because you're not here, fucking lovely wee pub, it's a coziest wee pub, fire, tea, all the screens. You're supposed to be flat on that.
It is, it's busy at the minute, you know. Even the weekend past, we thought it'd be quiet in January.
Oh,
Sort of flat out.
Have you saw football and snooker and golf, everything on TVs too?
We've everything on. We don't have the hooky boxes. It's the full
Oh, is
legit.
it?
The full legit.
The bogey boxes.
There's no
Don't say that, you'll have a queue at the door tomorrow to stay up talking to watch stuff.
no fire stick Doherty's here. It's
Hey, see him out the place with fire sticks, boys.
Mm.
And seeing you again, then you're watching Anthony Joshua fight him and you're
I know.
3 rounds behind the actual fight.
And you're wondering why it took him 5 minutes to get over the rope.
I know. What the fuck, like?
Yeah.
But
everybody's at it now.
it's nearly better than 5 minutes behind when you're in the pub every full.
That's true.
Mind you, that fight he was fighting with Chisora, he should have been 5 months behind because he was that
I know,
small.
I've had to.
For fuck's sake.
Who's fighting now, actually? There, that's Fury? No.
No, that Eubank dude's fighting.
That's
next
right.
Alright, got that.
Put that out, Park.
Well,
Fuck, that's okay.
hey, I didn't do half boys. I'm 30 again.
That'll put,
See, I'm snowballs, yeah.
that'll put a straight in your viewers.
Hey, take a pint of it,
Take a straight in the
That's 0-0, alright.
Yeah.
Looking right.
That's what you do.
That's it.
So,
how long are you in business?
About 4 years now, eh?
4 years.
So it's going rightly, eh?
we're chatting to David there a bit of that. He reckons there's fucking, he's done some job. What was it before, or what does...
Just like a pool table.
What more do you want?
Open fire, pool table, you match on.
Tea.
Stay away from the mic when you sham, you're spitting all over it.
But-
No COVID now, alright then.
You wouldn't. What was worse than COVID?
Aye.
Uh,
I see at the end of the day, it's just two barmen that came in, two agents that just know the crack on what people want. And they
just chat.
know- you
Not
don't have
us.
to,
One of your sales. Just.
exactly, you don't have to answer to nobody, and you're going, right, sure, how far can we go? We'll just wing away. You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
Can I speak now?
I got a hip, don't speak close to things.
Bring out,
Yeah, away.
bring out sanitizer.
Thanks,
Bring
Jimmy.
Best luck. Thank you very much, David.
Hey, see you home, lad.
Cheers, lads.
See you after. How you finding it? Do you like it?
Aye, it's brilliant, you know. And see the community around. It's the people around here are just so good and so genuine
And mad for Lushing.
And they're all fucking alcoholics, so hard to beat.
just brilliant. You know what I mean?
To be fair, what David was saying there is because good word to say about the place. Eh?
He does.
Not even the pub, but the.
See, in fairness to David, like David's been brilliant. Like, and he plugs us all the time. And
Fair play.
time last year when we had the COVID jar, he was mentioned all the time. And anytime we need him to sing, he's sang. And here done a couple of gigs, and he's helped us get the likes of Johnny Britty and
Fair play.
a lot of big acts on here singing. Like, we sort of changed the music scene as well. Sort of everybody that's singing in Derry or Letterkenny are now singing here.
Oh,
It wasn't the case like that before.
Why the fuck did you go to Derry now? Stop and play.
So
All I need now is Brian McCormick's over there beside Matt's.
Matt will leave him home and everything.
Pair of football, but it's just a nice bite to eat. Matt's.
Who's Matt?
We plug Matt that much, he's actually getting his hands up.
He's beating chin over there. Like he caught the tuna there down the foil.
Tell me this, what would you think the best thing about running with us?
It's just
Fire the people. You're not allowed to say the people. What do you think else?
all right then. Next.
That's clean shite.
See, to be honest, it's just the everyday thing on here. Everyday
Buzz.
suffering. It's just the buzz and you know,
You know what? It seems like a pub that there's a good fucking buzz on there.
the biggest.
Is there many fights in here now?
Nah, no fights
Doesn't
on
take
here.
a
No.
fight in public unless Marty's not one man knock the teeth out of his teeth.
Chris has told everybody that I'm a killer on here, so then they sort of listen.
Oh, hear that.
Hey, when that happens, I'm
Choke
fucking
about.
running
You
out the
black-
door.
You were black belt in your wardrobe.
I know. I'm black belt in karaoke, yeah.
Black belt.
Hello.
Oh, that's cool.
One thing we do want to talk about is the
Herpes.
gonorrhea. The COVID jar.
Aye.
That was a big one.
And that
Take
was-
us back to when was that? Was that the very start of COVID or?
It was actually the 7th of January last year.
Oh, wait, fuck,
Yeah.
that's a wee bit in, all right.
Yeah.
So you just had where is it? Is that it there?
That's it there.
Do you see? Can you see it here?
This is the most famous plastic cup in Ireland. This
Is that it
last
there?
year.
The
That's it.
actual one, like.
Watch
Oh,
going
steady.
on.
Touch it. Is that the same
Have
cup?
you white gloves there? No.
Anyway,
Aye.
you're the snooker referees.
Probably smells like a hooker's handbag.
Oh, space.
Michael
Take it back
Jackson's
to your bags.
Michael Jackson's gloves there.
So this is it here.
That's it.
Probably
That's the
smells
famous plastic cup.
What does that smell like, Mark?
Smells like a fucking
Johnny Cash.
Pope's hard on. Pope's hard on.
Ah.
Cut that down.
So, oh Jesus, cut that out. Fuck.
He just died last week.
He just died last week.
The Pope? No, that wasn't the Pope. That was the Pope. That was the Pope. The Pope was. He was. Jesus, don't be telling me that. Sure. That's meant to be that way.
He was saying a reading of it.
I was saying reading today. One of the 15th.
You were all the wee boys bringing up the football.
One of the 15th apostles, eh? I was there wasn't Donegal. Reading the fuck. There was
Letterkenny. Yeah.
Imagine me over saying that fucking prayer.
That's your empty, was it?
Thanks for fucking coming here.
Stay away from the mic.
You did that to me. Same as your folks. You're like a fucking disease, sir.
Do you know the price of sanitizer in the month?
Sanitizer.
How long? So,
Ah,
just
sure.
to get it right. So, if you put this here up and whoever said COVID,
So basically, the way it worked was you could be sitting having. It all started out. People are coming in, and I always tell a story. On this very seat, there was a woman sitting down, and she was wearing a mask, trying to drink up here, like, which is very hard, like.
Aye.
And I could see her shaking, like, and I says, "You all right, love?" And she was like, "It's my first day out, and all." And I was like, "Right, sit down, relax yourself, and I'll bring you a drink, and everything's all right." No, I didn't even want to go out the door. And we were like, "Jesus, people are getting terrified."
Yeah.
Come into this pub, relax, wind down, forget about your 40 hours work that you've been doing. Come on here, and when you're in the pub, try not to chat about COVID
Chill the fuck.
and just relax. No, for peace of mind, because I thought everybody's mental health was getting through the roof because there were just news was fired at.
Oh,
you
yeah.
COVID.
Oh, right.
We all knew what it was. Like, you know, it wasn't the fact that I was being disrespectful about COVID. We all knew what it was. Like, but people were just getting that uptight about it. So we just brought on a wee rule. They let people come in and relax. So when he says COVID, I go down, shake a bell, right, and start shaking the jar, and you put €2 in. And I started out a bit of crack. Chris was on, and he done it one night. It was like 17 or 8. It could have been €17 now because it's €2. So that's my math. I went to some.
You must have the same good as me.
So
Same view, plastic.
so it was like €18 in the jar, we'll say, and that was grand. It just spiraled out of control then, like.
And tell me this: Was it your idea?
In fairness, I can't take a rap for this one.
You
no.
can't?
No.
Who was it?
Chris?
It was Chris.
Was it Chris?
He's usually the brains behind the,
Oh, hey.
the crazy ideas. He
Oh,
would run them past
okay.
me, and I'd just be like Churchill in the back of the car, going
nodding.
nodding.
Well, to be fair play, because it was a very good idea. And obviously, when we go places, we do a wee bit of research and shit.
Yeah.
You know what? There kind of thing. But
So that jar was for Matt's car park across the road.
It's
I
hammering.
brought the car park. They tarmacked it.
no, but what I noticed about it,
Yeah.
a lot of other places did it then.
They did. They all sort of. The response messaging us going, "Is it okay if we do it?"
Was there?
And there was a bar in America. I can't mind the name of it, but it's a popular name or bar in Boston.
Fuck.
And they started doing it in Boston, like. And they actually messaged us to say, "Can we do it?"
Probably not.
I know the name of the bar too.
What is it?
Shit on site.
Close
Don't cut that because it's probably true.
But the main thing in Codori's you raised all the money for charity.
We ended up. It just turned into a full blown fundraiser overnight. It was like boys are going there, throw at him, and that's not really what it was. Like it was all going to charity, but we had like a local businessman just came up and handed us a check for £1,000.
Why the fuck? His number there, no?
Rim O'Donnell, painter around here.
Oh, Raymond,
You're sponsor.
I know where his house is, aren't I?
Hand the check down there.
That's the check here. That's the
It's
check.
€4,285.
Aye.
Straight into the
To
hospital.
the V&M podcast. This is well fucking hell.
See, to be honest, it was the good cause too, because my mother was up in the hospice and she passed away 6 years ago now. So,
Oh, fuck.
Nice your rest in peace.
That's nice. So fair play. They say it's all joking aside. That's a very, very nice.
so
It's not even it's a very good idea, but then they tap it off in. They just put the whole
But
episode to go
something so simple.
it was mad. Like we were on the Jimmy Fallon Show and we were
Don't touch that mic. Here, show me your eye, bro. Sorry.
Jimmy Fallon Show.
I couldn't believe it. Somebody
Jimmy
texted me
Fallon,
and said,
yeah.
he made the Jimmy Fallon Show in America, like with millions of viewers.
That's that does a massive show. Like
Me
that
and-
show was
Me and
huge.
Chris were on here one day, and the two of us, I was stand here, and Chris was up the end of the bar, and he was doing an interview, and I was doing an
Oh,
interview
way
on the
to fuck.
phone, like, and it was crazy. And then he was passing the phone to me, and I was passing the phone to him, and we were literally on here for 4 hours one day doing interviews.
Brilliant, sir.
Something
so simple and so easy.
like sport and
Oh, wait a fuck.
RT News and BBC and
Jesus,
Live
Lord.
Live, just went nuts.
How long was this after you took over in here?
So probably about 6 months.
Was it 2 years? What a way they fucking start.
It's just off a
Huh?
bang.
Brilliant.
We had a family. They were on drinking and dairy, and they says, "Where's that bar? That Alt Bar?" And everyone says, "Oh, it's only out the road." So they got a taxi
way.
to come out and put money into the jar.
No way,
And
fuck.
had a couple of drinks.
I would say a lot of people done that, don't they?
Sure. John Higgins, a snooker player, he came in. They were driving past, and they stopped at the bar because they heard of it. They came in, had a couple of drinks, and
Really, fuck.
they put money into the jar.
Was the pool table here when he came?
No,
Oh, I would have cleaned them. Bastard.
Cleaned him, man. He
Jimmy White.
took his jocks down, cleaned his balls. You heard you.
Tell me this, who told you about the Jimmy Fallon Show? How did you hear?
it was a girl over in the shop. I was.
Sheesh.
Imagine, hey.
She says, "I don't sleep. I sit up and watch Jimmy Fallon Show." He turns around and says, "There's a bar in Donegal.
Yeah, that's yeah. Huh?
He said to me, remember not being early.
There's a bar in Donegal. Enter just a COVID jar, not to get
Is
the.
there a video of it?
There is a.
Park! Fire,
Park!
Right, no, full park. Say no, self, but we fired up.
He started slagging the Irish people for eating out of the communal peanut jar.
Oh, wait a
And
fuck.
that was it at the start of his show. Like. And then he just went on.
How did you get $4.5 on that, though?
Hey, there's leakage in his pocket.
It's like Matt's fault.
McMahon's fault there. Matt wouldn't even throw us out in Burger now, boys. You believe that?
Right.
Hey,
That's fucking.
That's crazy.
That's fucking class, I'd be
Really
fair.
was,
Fair play, say.
that was good.
I think they top it off was the Donegal Hospice.
That was great. It's just, but see here, the community. No matter what you do, everybody's so generous. They're behind you, and it makes our job really easy.
They got all joking aside. Everybody in Clay. Sorry, I'm saying all joking aside. I said a lot, but like being serious, all joking aside. Everybody in Clay chat very nice about Clay.
Yeah.
but
Like Letterkenny's are.
But it's funny. You have to understand. I'm not backing Letterkenny or anything, but there's a heap of pubs around Letterkenny. See here, it's close community.
You think everybody would hate each other?
You go to Letterkenny, there's one from fucking Castle Begley and Smarties.
There's people come from America, Shannon.
But I'm saying, no, there's that many pubs in there. You don't get a close place like this here, like, which is lethal, like.
But sure, the pubs in Letterkenny would have their local.
Well, see, you go into the cottage, you go, I heard on, we go across the central here, see, but over there. You know, you're not staying in the one bar.
But do you think people like so close together all the time would be looking to knock eyebrows each other?
Because it's a good spot.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you have to install your rules, do you know what I mean? And then your rules come across, and people, people respect them rather than walking on the like OK Corral where you go fucking this here. You just try to do it, and people know like we're relaxed. Like we stupid things on here. There could be a Liverpool match on. And
Rex, you Liverpool fan?
No comment.
No comment?
It must be.
I'm a Leeds fan.
Hey, that's alright. I don't mind Leeds.
Sorry. Well,
as long as not Liverpool, sir. They're all wankers everywhere, sir.
They
are everywhere, but they're everywhere.
Well, you brightened up my day saying that.
Hey, boy. Hey, boy.
Can we have a toilet break? No.
I heard Brighton mentioned 3 times. Sorry.
So, what's next for you, David James?
Well, I think we're going to start being a jockey.
Jockey.
I love an old horse, you know.
Yeah.
So, did you take us over on the COVID, start of COVID or what?
Just straight on the COVID.
Is that 4 years ago?
Jeez, I know, I've lost track.
I know. Do you know what? See, COVID, sir. I think like 2 years is gone.
Like, it is, eh?
Not for that.
You know what I mean? You lost 2 years.
He did, 100%. No, so it's jumped on here and it was like we had to do table service outside.
That's what I was thinking. I've wrote down there and the board was COVID a bastard feel like. It must have been a cunt.
It was. Do you know what happened at one stage on here? Derry was open to 10 or 12 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
We were open to 8 o'clock.
Oh, fuck.
So there was taxi men on there used to love us because the match would be starting on here. We were packing this Saturday night. Can I have 19 taxis?
19 taxis.
So people couldn't go on drinking in your pub.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's good crack. Matt, people had to spend €9.50 or whatever it was, like, and they had to come on here and you could only sit for 2 hours and you had to eat. So Matt, he put staff on especially.
That's a good idea.
Big shout out to Matty too. To be honest, what a fucking legend, man. Matty has numerous restaurants. I'm not. Fuck you, funny. See if you speak to me again, I'll speak.
I can hear him.
Big shout out to Matt. Hey, what a great time.
No, that's
an Alt Bar.
Hey, that's what I thought straight away. Is COVID must have been a real bastard. Even for all bars and pubs.
We had to put on more staff to serve the same people because you were table service.
You're losing money.
So you were outside.
We were outside.
Even at the fucking ringing bathroom of you.
We were outside. That's the way we had to start off, like. So the pause is Micheál Doherty, Timber Yard, like the pause and all was brilliant.
And what about now? How's things going like now at the minute?
Oh, good. So another busy weekend passed and the second week of January, couldn't believe it, like, so.
January bastard too.
Things are going well, like there's a lot of big things coming up and whatever, so you just have to keep plugging away. As everybody knows, that price everything's gone up, like a bag of coal's $3,000 and
sure.
The usual crack.
Marty's my back of my van. Scattered and coal, Rabla.
You sure may as well go on now, you don't want to run.
I'm going to check your pockets before you leave.
2 lumps of coal, arrested for 19 years.
As you said there, you have a couple of big nights coming up. What have you anything?
So we're going to go out this year on Paddy's Day too. Like
Paddy's Day, massive
like a Paddy's Fest sort of thing. Like just a lot of musicians.
What he said, K Fest.
So every year we've done a K Fest. We've had a lot of big acts and.
That's like a big more or less outdoor festival.
Massive. We have it all outside in the front of the car park.
Kidderman Festival, is it?
Marty with yourself starting.
Couldn't help myself, sir. Pure itching. My head was just going boom. All the wee bees were going. Get it out there. Just put it out there. But we can't.
Where's that?
So it's usually the last week of August we do it.
Right.
It falls on a bank holiday, so we usually have it on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Your fucking neck, rabies.
And you good weather and all in too.
Well, there was one year it wasn't great, and the rain was going on top of the pan. They weren't going to sing all that mess and nothing, but
pricks.
It was good crack.
Who are they? What are they
good crack.
The fucking makeup run and the chins.
They don't rhyme with Kidderman, anyway.
Let me try to think of that one.
Anyway, Any other nights happening or anybody or have you on the book open or it's only January too, like
we have Stars and Eyes coming up.
Stars and Eyes.
It's not on here, but it's the community again, and we would help the community and they help us, so that's the way it is.
We're actually judging and that.
Grab that there down there, that poster there.
I give it the money. It's mad to get it down.
We have a special.
Someone put up with duct tape.
Stick it in your forehead and I'll read it.
Put it up with double sided glue. We have a special announcement. We never told anyone this before. Stars in your eyes. Anita Clay Community Hub. This is me and Martin. See what it says here? Where's it? Special guests on the night. That's not us. There's other boys on, but we're just there tagging along.
These are special.
They're doing a Stars in your eyes in the Clay community. And me and Martin is two special guest judges at it. Do you want to speak about it, Martin? You just going to
look so we're having Stars in your eyes Saturday the 4th of February in the Grania Hotel.
Grania, is she?
Grania Galler owns the
Grania Galler up the back road.
Grania Doherty.
No, all joking aside.
All joking aside, would you can't laugh that, folks?
It's on the Saturday the 4th of February in the Ingrana Hotel in Burt. Ticket price is €15 and the doors open at 7:15. Where can everyone get this on Facebook and all that?
Where can you get the tickets?
Tickets are
see it in Alt Bar.
Come on.
I don't know if you know where Matt's chip is. Matt Crossing, if you know him, but they're doing tickets as well.
So if you're getting a batter sausage and chip, ask for your salt and vinegar and a ticket for the.
It should be a good night, and all proceeds go to helping out a wee Clay community hub and all, so it all helps.
Oh, there, look, tickets on sale from Facebook via PayPal. Matt's takeaway. Oh, it's not Alt Bar. Contact Nicola and Emer. Get on, folks. That'll be a good night's crack. Me and Martin will be there.
Great night.
I have to be home at 9 now.
So we have that. 9. So that's one of the things coming up, and then obviously as I mentioned, Paddock's Day and K-Fest, and then we have like a musical bingo starting now soon as well, so that'll be a good crack.
Musical bingo?
Bingo local kind of shit, is it?
Something like that, DJ Scoop.
DJ Scoop.
DJ Scoop.
Boys, hold on, man.
The mono legend.
Hold on, man.
Fucking roaring the mic again.
I forgot this here, right?
You gonna ring Scoop?
No, I'm not gonna ring him. Fuck you. We done our Christmas special, right? One of our lads, one of the boys that was on singing, pulled out. He had COVID, so we didn't know what the fuck we're doing. So running around upstairs.
Can you scan down? How's that?
Where'd he tap? But we were fucking panicking in because we didn't have any. We needed somebody on. Like we had a fucking position to fill. No script, no so plant. I rang him. I said, "Oh, here, what?" I rang him, never answered. So I left him a voice message, but he left me a voice message back. Before I play, I showed him the mic. Hope it's the right one, actually. Drop for fire.
A two-piece, because a lot of people are.
What I hear? What I hear this happen?
I can get you a two-piece, because a lot of people are out for Christmas, but there's a two-piece, two boys. They're in a nursing home outside Letterkenny. They're in their 70s, but they're good enough. They used to be good years ago. Now the only thing is you need two high stools for them, and they can only do 2 songs per. A nurse on standby as well, just in case. But they'll get you by, you know.
Joke taking. He must have been the cake there.
As well. See you later. Bye.
What a nutcase!
What was that joke? That joke.
And then that was the two boys. We were on Small.
He must have been the herpes burn there.
That's Small Gods. He got us. No, but that there's I had to play it. I forgot to play it one day. But
so that should be good night too, bringing something different in as well.
What's that? What's that consist of? Is it just like bingo local?
I don't know, but I think it consists of music and bingo. I don't know.
I love bingo too.
Maybe that's why it's called.
Oh, you do.
Bingo.
Bowlerman's hanging on me.
See this year. This year is this like a? Does this happen every year? Is this the first time?
It's the first time.
Was it?
It's just with start a wee park and all in the community, and they're just trying to put more money in to do things better and just do the other things for the kids in the community and stuff. So
it's even nice to see communities like that there doing stuff like that there.
That's the way Clay is. Like it is unique. Like everybody helps each other, and
I'm actually thinking of coming down here and staying Matt's house some night just to feel the vibe of it.
Who's the DJ?
I'm not too sure who the DJ is.
You have a DJ set?
Scoop.
Half a scoop.
Who's the only other special guest? Who's the rest of them? Greg Hughes and Highland Radio.
Greg Hughes.
There's a lot of boys come on drinking.
David James.
There's a lot of legends that come on drink on the bar and they're going to be dressed up and like Elvis and
brilliant.
You'll have wee boys at 6 foot dressed up CeeLo Green and stuff, so it should be funny. Like.
No, that's good. Hey, we're actually looking forward to it.
Dressed up is funny.
As I say, me and Marty's going to be guest judges at it, and we're actually looking forward to it. If you be serious for one minute and talk about it.
Yeah, I'm being serious. Hey, Jesus, a wild fucking handling a bit the COVID, wasn't it?
He's lost. Warwick, he's
Lost me fucking
See,
holes.
Actually, you won't long.
I'm going to vomit the whole April. Have a semi here drinking this.
That's good Guinness, but you shouldn't be vomiting.
You're fucking right. That's what it says. I have a semi. There's like a pre-cum line out there. Again, Sean. I'm dying for a piss. Alright, take a piss.
He's lost. You're working hard.
I'm not lost.
You're
You
the one.
always say that, Sean.
You do.
See, my supervisor watches this fucking
Oh,
podcast.
sorry, it's not lost.
Cut it, Sean.
Says him, 15 pints.
I'm not
You're going nowhere.
Holy fuck. We are snowed in, actually.
Did I say the joke of the day last week? Did I? Didn't?
I have to hit there now. We'll go on ahead, will we? Or...
Did I say it last week, Part?
No. Yeah, Dirk wants to go home. Sean, will you hurry up?
I says the woman the last day I was going to make a carriage spaghetti. You want to see her face when I drove past it?
Jesus Christ. Oh.
That's bad on it.
Cut that out, Sean.
Stout standing.
What's wrong with me? I'm having me passing that long. It's
Hey.
affecting me.
Oh, fuck. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, on that note, I will pull upon that bar. Just cut it out, Sean. If you know one, don't you? You can smell
I don't have another one. Do you,
it.
Van?
No, I can smell it.
Well, I can smell something here. It's not a joke.
It's your breath, Sean.
It's your ring.
Over that.
How's your ring?
Over that. How's your ring? Just all them things. Anyway, people can get Facebook and on your Instagram.
100%,
And all, just push away at that nowadays.
Chris Burnett, all social media stuff like, so everything's up in line. We have poker nights on a Thursday, we have pool nights on a Wednesday.
Oh, hey. Well, so everybody can get you on Facebook.
It's a fucking flying, to be fair.
We're always doing charity things and helping out. I think last year we raised £9,000 for charity.
really, folks?
All on, including the COVID jar. So,
She's fair foxy, say.
so whatever we can do, we do. Like, and it's the community. If it wasn't for the community, we couldn't do it. Like,
Is there any houses going to?
Well, look, I normally try and push shop local too. Like that one burger between the whole lot of them. I normally try and push shop local. Like I try to do it myself.
100%.
Because on a serious note, I done a fundraiser myself there too, and the business got behind me. Sure, even you actually got behind me in my fundraiser, Alt Bar.
Yeah.
But like someone says something to me one day, is like if you wouldn't go to like eBay or fucking Amazon or none of them boys would support your local bar, your local football team,
that's
something
right.
like so. If you are out there, get into your fucking community and support.
That's amazing.
Support who's fucking pumping shit on it. Like,
And what we do here too is if
you seem to do that a lot now. To be fair,
if you get here, we'll get you home.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. Like, do you know
and
what I mean?
even that night out there, even the snow.
That's grand now. It's all thought out. Just a big shout out to the
Matt, shout out to Matt.
big shout out to the Salters. They must be on their fucking staff night out tonight, aren't they? Because I seen a couple of lads throwing out a jar of water there to salt the fucking roads.
Must be Salt Bay. For fuck's sake.
The roads are like fucking Michael Jackson. They're slippy bastards.
But
Born Slippy.
no, we'll wrap it up with that there. I think we just
You checking the time in case they're curfewed.
Me and Barry want to say just to yourself and Chris, thanks man.
Thanks very much. Hey, it was a fucking great.
Because it's fucking lovely. We love coming out in the road, hey, and geez, even to go to wild places like I see, it's class. Like,
Especially when they're 19 foot of snow.
19 pounds.
I thought you would say 19 stout.
19 stout. Funny drives like he's fucking. Funny drinks a bottle of water and he drops the other side of the road and like, what are you on about, sir?
No, but hey, fair play for getting us down.
No bar.
Like,
Chris and Connor, thanks very much. And
again, all the best for all the things, your festivals and all. Again, sure, we'll see you in the fucking.
we'll get down tonight maybe for.
Thanks a million, lads, and a big thanks to David James too.
Big thanks to David too for
He's
coming
always
on.
been
And
there, so, again, don't know if I mentioned Matt, but thanks to Matt as well.
good man, Matt.
But no, fair play, these boys.
It took us like a salt and vinegar sashes on there, Matty. Good man, Matt.
No, it does say coming from you don't seem to be just running the bar, you seem to be well in the community now.
Running the community. Would we call it a mafia bar, would we?
Just around.
Well,
He's lost.
what's wrong with that? Like,
He's lost. Jesus Christ. Anything I fucking say.
that's what it's all about.
You're doing it. You still have your head
You
lost
get
it
the
on.
community on their side, and no, you look after them. They look
Yeah,
after you.
Exactly.
and that's
The
the way it
community
works.
seems to be on your side,
You know.
anyway. But
It's just
He's lost!
it's a credit to people in Killea, like, do you know what I mean? So,
He's lost! Sure! Fucking arseholes there.
Tourette's.
Tourette's.
Don't give a chuck anymore. She was a woman about my house banging the door.
He's looking for a mat. For a chicken burger. Yeah. Down the street looking for K2 spices. Let me fucking do that. Hey, Fallon!
Again, folks, we're going to wrap episode 13 up with that here at Alt Bar. Thanks again to the lads. And
I don't think that fire is going to take off. They choked the turkey there, to be honest.
I painted stones black at the back.
That's snowballs. They put snowballs on and painted black.
I'll put that back in the bucket.
Hey, just like people go on their all the social medias here, there's piles of stuff going on here, and it's fucking great to see.
Keep an eye out for the
we can't
stars in your eyes.
And thank you to the lads, and we'll wrap it up there, folks. Thanks, Barry, for nothing. Good luck.
Cheers, lads. Thank you.